Hey guys, it's your girl Ashley Pottinger here. Welcome back to another channel. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be talking about something that I heard on the news quite frankly, quite recently. And so I just kind of wanted to touch base upon this topic because I just wanted to just offer again my perspective. Again, this is my personal opinion on this decision, and this is not to hurt anybody or do anything negative or to sound negative. I'm all about positivity on this channel. So let's get right into the topic. So I wanted to talk about the OSAP March that's going to be taking place. I believe it's next month. So students are going to be going, I guess, in front of Queen's Park, and they're going to be debating the decision that was made by the Ford government about cutting off the 6 months program for students after they graduate and having to find a new job, and they had the 6 months, now it's being canceled, and the reduction of the 10% of tuition. So I wanted to give my perspective on that, and anybody who wants to talk about that in the comments, you can comment down below. Okay, again, my name is Ashley Pottinger. So if you don't know about my channel is all about different topics and doing things with people. So if you like and subscribe, you can see videos of me every week. Sometimes I'll post every 2 weeks, depending, because sometimes I get busy as a mother and stuff like that. So yeah, so give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see me, and yeah, so let's get started. So personally, I do not agree with the cancellation of the 6 months program coming from a student's perspective. I'm now 26, but I was in college from 2010 to 2013. I spent 3 years in program, and I did do a college video about my college experience story that's also on my channel as well. So if you guys want to check that out and listen to like my whole college experience and how ridiculous it was, you can check out that video. So yeah, personally, I don't agree with the proposed idea or the cuts in terms of the 6 months program, because honestly, I just think about how hard it is for students in general to find work after they graduate from college, never mind being asked to pay back their student loan as soon as they leave college or post-secondary education, because this is my perspective on it. I think students need the 6 months in order to get some searching, get some, experience going and doing that job search after their field, to see if they're going to get a job in their field in general. If they don't get a job in their field in general, the 6 months is supposed to be there to kind of help the students to, just kind of divert as to what they're going to do. Are they going to work in their field, or are they not going to work in their field and get a regular job? So if they get a regular job now, that 6 months is supposed to help out until they find that job. That's the whole point of it. Cutting that out just brings a lot of discouragement to students. It brings students to just frustration, because if they don't find a job in 2 months, if they don't find a job in 3 months or 4 months, or even just within the 6 months, then OSAP is contacting you and harassing you and calling you every single day to make those payments, those student loan payments that not everybody has the money to pay right away after they graduate from school. I know this from perspective. Actually, I didn't even have 6 months. Okay, let me tell you guys that. As soon as I graduated from early childhood education and I did not find a job right away, I was asked to pay in 3 months. So I graduated in June of 2013, and I was asked to pay back my loan in November of 2013. And yes, I had just became a mom at that moment, but in spite of all that, even if I didn't become a mom at that moment, really, the fact is that I didn't even have a job to pay this. So honestly, it was just like ridiculous. It was just crazy. So yeah, I had to start making payments right away. And it was just like, okay, so just think about it. Think about it for a minute. Think about not having a job in 6 months. Okay, there's no 6 months program anymore, so that's what they did. So imagine now, you just graduated from college. You have still yet to figure out what you're going to do, if you are going to look for work in your field, okay, or you're not, or you're just going to take some time off to really just figure yourself out. And then here comes student loan, OSAP, calling you. Okay, we need you to start paying your loan. Like, it's just crazy, guys. Okay, so honestly, I really do agree with the students on this one, and I don't agree with Doug Ford. You know what? It's not to say anything bad, okay? But you know what? That is not how we do things, okay? Because you have to listen to the students. That's the first thing and foremost, is you have to listen to the students. And the students have been protesting for a while about this. So they have been making their opinions quite known about it. So I just think that cutting that off for them and reducing the tuition by 10%, okay, I don't think that's going to make a difference anyways, because student tuitions are already expensive. And you know, if you're borrowing, okay, but if you're paying by yourself, okay, whatever, it's different. But if you're borrowing, I think that if, like, I know from perspective, if first day that I have failed some classes when I was in college. So I know for a fact that I had to redo those things, and I had to borrow more OSAP and borrow more money. And I end up paying more now for my student loan after graduating than even when I was in college, because if you fail classes, you have to pay out of your pocket again. You got to pay, you got to borrow more money. You got to redo those classes all over again. So the perspective on just cutting out the 6 months program is a big issue. It's a big issue for students, because a lot of students don't know what they're going to do, especially after they graduate. Some of them may have a job lined up after, but that's not everybody. So not listening to everybody else's perspective on this really creates a problem for students, especially after the fact that you're graduating, but you don't know what venture. And some people can't find a job in 6 months. Look at how crazy the job market is today. They want you to have experience already from your field. And not everybody has that experience, because a lot of the classes don't offer placements. You know, like in my case, I was able to do placements, but a lot of the programs don't. So how do you gain that experience outside? And then when you go to apply for a job in that field, they don't want to look at your resume. They don't want to hire you because you don't have that experience of qualification. But how is that possible if you just graduated from school? You know what I'm saying? So I think that this protest that people are looking to doing next month, I think it's a great idea, so that people can voice their opinions of how they feel about it. I don't think cutting off the 6 months program is a smart idea in my perspective, just because if you are graduating from school and you don't know what you're going to do yet, you know, I know that everybody's going to start looking for work right after, but if you don't find a job in 6 months, or it takes people a year to find a job, it takes people 2 years, 3 years, OSAP is going to continue to harass you. Doesn't matter what. They want their money back. They just want their money back, and they just keep harassing you. I know what that is. I'm still paying a student loan right now, even up to this day, even after graduating. I still owe money, and they're still harassing you. So it really depends on what the take is from it, and what I get from it is that I think that we need to look into decisions that we are making. And I think sometimes Queen's Park, what they do is they just kind of make quick decisions without even, you know, focusing on the perspective of people and listening to people. We have so much issues in Toronto right now that I feel that have been overlooked because we don't listen to people's perspective or opinions, and the government just makes decisions, but we don't know if those decisions are benefiting the citizens of this city. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really vote for people in government, because I feel like if I'm going to get my point across and I'm not going to be respected, or other people's perspectives on that issue, like Ontario Place, for example, you know, they have this proposed idea, but yes, you got to listen to the public. People don't want casino on Ontario Place. Build back Ontario Place like how it used to be, for children, for families, for people to come and enjoy. right? I'm going off topic, but but anyhow, like that's just an example. So I think that, you know, people should protest this idea. I think that would be great to voice their opinion on this OSAP issue. I think this is a major issue for students. I was a student, so I know exactly what that is about. I wish I can join it, but I'm not going to go down to the protest. But honestly, like, I feel it for students. I feel it for students today. It's tough being a student in post-secondary. It's not easy being in college. It's definitely not easy after either. It can be a lot of competition just to find work, and it can take longer than 6 months. So I think there needs to be a program in place that will give students the time that they need to search for a job, and if they can't find a job in 6 months, OSAP should keep that 6 months program so they don't harass those students to start paying back for the loan. And that is my perspective. And give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.